It's a beautiful Friday morning. Happy Friday, everybody. It's the end of the week. You guys could enjoy the weekend. One more day of work before we get to some people work on the weekend, some people have their weekends off. So they could enjoy their weekend. But happy Friday. It's a beautiful Friday. No rain. It's all sunny, nice and warm. I do hope there was gonna be some rain overnight. I had to water my lawn yesterday. In the front it's kind of getting burnt, because we haven't had rain in probably like a full week, maybe a week and a half. Here where I'm at. But put some water on the lawn. So it's looking it is looking good. It's just when the sun comes out, it kind of burn a little bit. I don't have much doing as far as the peppers project today. I was supposed to meet with one of our contractors yesterday. He couldn't make it. He get held up. So maybe today would be a better day for him to meet. That's the only thing I have planned. Other than that, I'm just sourcing equipment that I need at the moment. Probably do some testing. I probably cut the lawn. So I have all weekend to get those things done. So I'm gonna make a new list, maybe yard work stuff. All my plans been submitted as in yesterday's video. All the plans were submitted, so I'm just waiting review on those in a couple days, maybe a week or two. So as I say, yeah, there's not much I could do. It's just pretty much sourcing equipment and stuff like that, speaking with this other contractor today or tomorrow, whenever it's free. I do have my oil to change, so I'm going to try and get that done. I have to go to the salon like almost right now. I'm gonna head over there, just check on it. We do have some daily rentals for today, so one daily rental for today. So we're gonna I'm just gonna go down, make sure everything is good to go with that, with the code, make sure the code works and stuff like that, and make sure that room is cleaned before our tenant gets there. So I'm gonna head out down there shortly. I'm just making my hot water. I'm downloading some footages from yesterday's video. See, right now I'm downloading. It says it should take about 13 minutes. So I have more than one SD card. So while I'm downloading that one, I have another one that I'm recording this video on. So guys, if you're doing this, make sure you have more than one. You have 4 or 5 of them. Sometimes you don't get to take the images off. Now these SD cards, they're real big ones, like 256, 500 and something, I think. But what I do, I don't want to get it mixed up. So for that day, I don't want to start recording on that same SD card. So then now I would have to go through and check to see what day is what. So I don't put multiple days on those SD cards. I'll just put, that day and then download it at the end of the day, so I could work on it to get it posted. But let's say I didn't take it off. I didn't get to do it that day. I don't start recording on the same SD card. I change it, put a blank one in, and start that day. That way I keep them separate. So I'll know what's on this day. This card is for that day. What's on this one I'm recording on is for today. You know what I'm saying? So just to not make it easier on myself when it's editing, so whatever is on that card was for yesterday. So I just start uploading that, and then I could work on that. So yeah, guys, it's a beautiful day, beautiful morning. It's a Friday here in in Georgia, 2024. Just in case somebody's watching this 2 years from now, 3 years from now, it is 2024, June. Today's what date is today? Today is it's Friday, so it's the 14th. So yeah, we're just gonna get our hot water going, get some hot water or tea going. Most days I drink hot water. For those who've been watching, I know I don't drink much tea. I drink mostly hot water, or I drink ginger tea sometimes in the evening. But yeah, not very busy. Today is not a very busy day. Yesterday, I did some vlogs. I ended up cut it off. I could have showed you guys me watering the lawn and stuff like that, but you know, sometimes I'd film it, sometimes I don't. I'll just talk about it. So yesterday, you know, after I bought the sprinkler at Walmart, you'll see the clip of that when I went to Walmart, bought the sprinkler, came back, watered it, you know, 7, 8 o'clock at night. I was just, you know, moving the sprinkler around and watering the grass, you know. Here is not too bad. This is nice and green, but in the front it's burnt. The front gets more sun in the daytime, so during that sunshine, that longer period of sun in the front, it makes it, you know, burnt. I would go out there, but the grass is kind of wet now, so I don't want to mess up my shoes or slippers. But yeah, you know, beautiful morning, sun is coming out. This might be a hot day today. You know, it's nice and cool now. Birds are chirping, everything is, you know, I hear the cars, everybody's up. It's now about, what time is it? It's kind of late. It's actually after 8, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna get up now, head over to the salon real quick, and then we'll check back in over there. Alright guys, so I'm done with the salon, done cleaning the salon. Everything looks good. Show you the hallway. Always clean. Washer and dryer clean. Microwave clean. Got a little bit of here and there, but it could go a little bit more. Bathroom's clean. Front kiosk clean. Replace the toiletries. Today is a Friday, guys. So what happened is on Fridays we have a lot of, the tenants got a lot of customers. You know, it's a Friday, everybody fixing up for the weekend, so they're pretty busy on Fridays. So Fridays, sometimes we have to clean twice. So I clean now, and then later on today I'll go back, check on it. It'll be dirty by that time. Fridays everywhere is always busy. It don't matter what field you're in. I guess Fridays, let me change that. Fridays could be an easy day, and then it could be a busy day depending on the field you're on. Let's put it that way. Yeah, let me adjust this thing. Yeah guys, so you know, I'm pretty much done here at the salon. I don't have much left. I'm probably, like while I'm here, I'm probably gonna swing over to the restaurant, see if I could get a meter number from that meter. We have some issues with the meter itself, where the power company sent the gas station a bill for that suite, but there is no power in that suite, so I don't know what they're charging for. But it's got to be some kind of misunderstanding between the power company and the gas station and the accounts that's over there. So I'm gonna swing over there real quick, take a picture of the meters to see which meter that bill actually belongs to. I know it's not the suite we got, because the suite we have, it's there's no power to it, right? There's no AC running, no gas hookup, no water hookup, and no power. A meter is there, but there's no power inside of that space. There's nothing in there. There's absolutely nothing plugged in, nothing running. It's just an empty bare space. You guys have seen it. So for some reason the power company is charging for what, I don't know. So we're gonna try and see if we could get to the bottom of that, figure out what meter goes to where, and then we'll take it from there. So let me swing over there. I'm gonna swing over there right now, like, because I'm real close. I'm just gonna swing over there right now and check that meter, take some pictures. That way when we call the power company, we could figure out what, you know, if it's the right meter hooked up to the right space. So I'm heading over there right now just to see. Yeah guys, so you know, it's a Friday. Some of the restaurants are busy already, some of them are not, but it's early, it's just 10 o'clock guys. So by 11 that parking lot right there is going to be filled all the way with cars. So let me put my seatbelt on. Seatbelt. Yeah, alright, so I'm driving over here. I'm gonna head up to the restaurant, see what's going on over there. As I said, today might be a slower day. All my plans have been submitted. I said that earlier. So today I'm just gonna do some research in terms of, you know, checking for equipment, see if I could get deals on equipment. I'm searching for the tiles for the floors. The tiles for the floors is probably later on down in the build, but you know, we're gonna cut the floors and put plumbing in, all of that. So that's gonna be afterwards, like later on, way down in the build. But I'm gonna try and see if I could source the tiles we need and all of that, you know, just to start buying up the supplies. Because if we don't buy them now, later on, I guarantee you 5 months from now it's gonna be more expensive. That's how fast these items are going up, right? So it's like you have to plan ahead and try and buy them from now, or else the money that you budget, it ain't gonna be enough, right? So right now I'm trying to source everything I need from now. That, and let me see. I'm gonna change the oil. What I said, I wanted to change the oil in this truck. Yeah, this weekend it's just gonna be a slow weekend. I have a room at the salon I could work on and repaint and get that going, but I'm gonna hold off on that. We haven't been getting any good potential tenant that wants to lease it, so you know, I'm gonna hold off. We have a room that's ready and a room that's not ready, but because the room that's ready is not even, you know, no one is even looking at that room, so I'm not in a rush to fix the other one. So yeah, I'm heading over to the restaurant, so let me check back in once we get over there. See, I was telling you guys before in the videos before, we have there's a lot of corporate, you know, see there's corporate buildings here, there's a school right there, there's apartments on the left right here, you know, it's all corporate on this road right here. This is like maybe a mile down the road. So see, there's a lot of, that's Mitsubishi Electric. It's Train HVAC, so it looks like it's a AC company. They probably make all those air conditioning stuff. It's corporate over here to the left, you know, corporate all the way, the left and the right, all the way on this road. It's all industrial. So you know, as you can tell, animal care center right there. There's more corporate offices, like law offices and stuff over here on this side. You know, lots of offices, guys, lots of offices. All these roads right here, there are warehouses behind here. So yeah guys, so you know, see more corporate on the left, more office buildings on the right. It's just a lot. It's a lot of see all those cars parked right there, they're all corporate areas, right? I must have said corporate like 10 million times. Yeah, but what I'm seeing is just all cars. Once you see cars, that's people. Once you see people, that's lunch, you know. So now it's 10 o'clock, all those people are at work already. They get lunch anywhere from between in the warehouses. They start early sometimes 6. So some people will be on lunch at this time, not this time, but by 11. So anywhere between 11, 12, 1, as late as 2, you got lunchtime. 3 o'clock is where it starts to taper off. 2:30 is where it starts to taper off. But you have lunch during that time every day from Monday to Friday. So that's what we're building this spot to cater for all these corporate people right here. As I said, if I could do 100, 200 meals a day just for lunch, then it would be a lucrative business, you know. And then of course we're trying to open late, so we'll be having food for the residential people as well. Mostly, you know, takeout and delivery services after hours, you know, after the corporate hours. So even although this is corporate, they all close off at around, I would say around 5, 6 o'clock the latest. You may get some after hour meals, but most of it is gonna be, you know, for lunch. And then if it's not lunch, then it's gonna be after hours, like dinner time, like from 7, 8, 9 back, you know, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. It's surprising how people actually purchase food 12 at night, 1 at night, 2 at night. For the places that are open, you see a lot of people purchasing food at that time. You know, for deliveries, mostly deliveries. So yeah. So yeah, we're on a roll. We're right at the gas station now. If you look, see, it's right there, Circle K over there. This truck is in the way, but you could see it up there. See, that's where the space is over there. Yeah, guys. So it's not too far. It's probably, I would probably say, a mile up the road or so, somewhere about there, or a block for the New York people. So, you know, this intersection is a real busy intersection. As I said, they're working on the exit right down there, that way. They're putting in an exit to get off the highway. Highway 85 is right up the street right there. So they're putting in an exit right up there to get on this road, right? So soon it will be a pretty major. Soon it will be a major. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna turn around right here. Yeah. Soon it will be a major intersection. See, right now you got a lot of cars passing right there on this road. But as I said, there'll be more cars exiting off this road soon. So this is the space right here. That's the space right here. So we were thinking of putting the grease trap in that area right there, right by the grassy area right here. So the plumber had looked at it and said they may get it to fit in that area right there. So we're gonna see if he could get it done in terms of getting it installed right there, you know. I should have brought the ladder, guys. I need the ladder to look in the ceiling to see if there's a water main coming in to this space. gonna go in there real quick and see what's going on. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna open this lockbox. Alright, so we're here once again. Empty space. It's gonna be all built out soon. Let me go in the back. I'm gonna check to see. I don't have a ladder, so I wanted to check to see where the water main comes in. I know there's no water in here. I know there's no water in here, but I wanted to check to see where the water main, if it actually came in. I know it comes in underground, but at what point it goes up into the ceiling. I know they normally put the water in the ceiling somewhere, maybe somewhere in this utility room, bathroom area. It comes in, and then they'll go from there and go all over the building. So I'm quite sure it's somewhere up here, but I'm gonna make a note of it to bring the ladder over here so I could get up in the ceiling and see what's going on. I'm gonna have to take all these ceilings down as well, so I'm gonna start taking them down maybe over the weekend or next week. We're gonna remove those. We can't do any building as far as cutting floors and putting plumbing and stuff like that, but we could probably go ahead and just start removing the ceiling tiles. Not the ceiling, just the tiles we're gonna be removing. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna lock up back. I was just checking to see if I could see the lines in the back, but unfortunately it's not over there. I think they come in, the water lines come in the ground, and then they go up in the walls. So hold on, guys. Alright guys, so we're all locked up. Hold on. So we're all locked up. Remember the lockbox I bought the other day? Lock it up. Alright, so we're gonna head over to the electric meters and see. Take a picture of those meters. I'm gonna head down to the meters. That's it. That's the suite right there. Yeah, so I said this. They told me that this gas station, they will be opening in the future. They will be opening 24 hours. For now, I think it's just they just have it. They close at around 12, maybe somewhere there about. Yeah, I think they close off at 12. Alright guys, I'm gonna take some pictures. Give me a second. Alright, so here's the gas lines right here. So we got one for the gas station, and then we got 1, 2, 3. 3 spaces for the other 3 locations. And then we have our meters over here. 400, 200, 100. And then 300 right here. So take pictures of these just to see. And it says 0. Alright, give me a second, guys. Alright, guys, so leaving the Circle K now. I looked at the meter, took the meter numbers down, forward them to the necessary people. So I guess they're gonna look into it. I spoke to the person in charge of the leasing of the spaces. So we're trying to get to the bottom of that. We're dealing with two different people. I spoke to one of them, so we're trying to figure out what's going on with the other person, the person who actually sent the email. So we're figuring out what's going on with that power situation. It's got to be a mistake in terms of the power company or the gas station owners. I don't know what that money is owed for. There's no power in the building. It's not even in our account, in our name. So we don't know how we're responsible for something that it's not even in our name, and we haven't even used power since we got here. So I'm trying to get the power into our name. However, we can't because there's an outstanding balance on that account. So in order to close, to get the power in our name, that balance would have to be paid in full for us to get a new apply for a new service in that same space, right? So we're trying to figure out where did that bill come from, or what that bill is for, because it just says outstanding amount due, and that's it. Like, I don't know, what is it for? Let's see the usage. But however, we can't get access to that information because it's not in our name. So the power company is not disclosing any of that, but they want us to pay it. I don't get it. So we're trying to get to the bottom of that. It's just one more thing, another little hiccup right here, that's trying to spoil your day. Every day is something else. However, I'm done with here. I'm gonna head over and just see if there's a restaurant store that's down there. They had some refrigerators. I was thinking about getting those refrigerators from that restaurant store. We do have them online where we could buy them online. I probably would save a little bit if I buy them online, but then I was checking, and then by the time you pay the shipping and everything, it might just work out to be the same amount of money as if I buy them local, right? So I'm going to swing by that store today. It's Friday, they're not open on the weekends, so I'm gonna swing by there today, have them take another look at it and see if it's something that I would be interested in. If anything, I'll just grab them and and then put them in storage in my garage until I'm ready. But as I said, most of these equipment, guys, you gotta buy it ahead of time and have it. If you don't do that, you're gonna end up have to buy those things at the high price, brand new, because when you're ready for that inspection and ready to work, if you don't have the equipment, you have no choice. You can't shop around for deals. You're just gonna have to buy it for what it is, So that's why we buy all what we need ahead of time and have it in storage. That way when we're ready to move in, we just start hooking them up, right? So that's the reason for me shopping this early for the equipment. Yeah, so I'm gonna probably swing down there today to take a look at those two refrigerators. I'm quite sure there's other deals coming up between now and then, but when you see something, if that's the equipment you need and it's at a fair price or a good price, just jump on it. There may be better deals or similar deals, but you don't know, so you ain't gonna give up sure for unsure. This one is right here in front of us. Just get it and be over with it. At least you have it. You could test it, plug it in. This company over, they'll plug them in and have them work. just to, before you pick them up. You know, that's a good thing about this company, because these things are heavy, and to move them, get them delivered, you have to pay for delivery, or pick them up yourself somehow. You have to use a trailer or some kind of truck. So when you get it over there, you don't want to get it at your location ready to open 4 months later. It's not working. You get what I'm saying? New stuff, you take it out of the box and it's not working. So 4 months later, you don't want to test it out 4 months later and it's not working. And then you call the company you bought it from, they say, oh, it's past the return time. You know, the warranty is they're gonna tell you they're gonna send somebody out, they ain't gonna replace it. So you have a brand new fridge and it ain't working. It's best to test all of these things before you actually, you know, 4 months later. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna swing over there, have them, you know, turn some stuff off. We'll put some water in there and see if it, you know, if it works correctly. Then we could just pick them up. You know, so that's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna pretty much go home now. I'm gonna probably let the van cool off, change the oil, stuff like that, get it get the day going. Right now it's just equipment, especially the major equipment. So right now the major equipment that I need is the oven, the double stack gas oven. So anybody out there has a double stack gas oven, I'll take one used if it's in great condition, for the right price. Also, I'm trying to get the refrigerators. So those are the major stuff. The 3 compartment sink and stuff like that, I'll probably just buy them new. They're not bad price wise. I'll just get them brand new. So all those things I'll probably start ordering those up this weekend. There's not much I could save when it comes to the sink. The sink right now, there's nowhere selling sinks for those prices I'm seeing online. So what I'm gonna try to do is just decide and bundle all those equipment. If I buy them from one place, they may give me a discount if I buy everything, you know, at once. So I'm going to figure all that stuff out over the weekend and place an order. I'm thinking I'm gonna go over by the floor and decor place for the flooring and take a look at the tiles. Now I've been seeing a lot of people selling tiles on Facebook Marketplace, right? So in the restaurant floors, we use this type of tile called quarry tiles. So normally, if you look in the back in the kitchens at these restaurants, who knows, you'll see those red tiles, some red clay looking tiles, or they're normally reddish brownish in color. Most fast food joints have it. All fast food joints have it. It's either going to be in red, like a dark red maroon color, or it's going to be in a gray color, right? Or a beige color sometime. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm gonna take this call. Alright, guys, so I'm back here at the restaurant location. Plumber's called and said that he's on his way. So I came back just to meet him. Yeah, I came back just to meet up with him. Just gonna hang out for a minute. Wait on him, he's not here yet. But yeah, let's hope he could work something out for me. I'm just knocking on doors. I mean, the funds we have is limited in terms of what we have to spend, but you know, plumbers can work with us. There's prices on materials and there's prices on there's prices on materials and there's prices on the actual labor. All right, so they could work with the labor depending on what they have to do, if they have to outsource the work, or you know what I'm saying. It just depends. A lot of times they if they have to outsource it, they might charge more. If they have all the equipment that's needed, then they don't have to outsource anything, you know what I'm saying. They could just easily well get the job done. It's just labor at that point. But yeah, look at the gas station, guys. We got a couple people over there, and there's people pulling in over here, you know. But at the gas station, you got cars pulling in and out. When I came in, all the pumps was filled, so people are in and out, you know. It's a pretty busy gas station, so they're in and out. Yeah. So we here, you know. I'm not sure what he looks like or anything like that, so I'm trying to figure out. We just gotta wait on him. Yeah, guys, so you know, this is what you gotta do when you're building. You gotta meet contractors every minute. I was just here not too long ago. Came to sort the meters out. So when we finally got a hold of the owners of this gas station, we forwarded the meter numbers and all of that. They're gonna look into it, but there is some mistake being made where the meter, that bill that they sent, is not for this suite. Now there's only one business in here that's operational, and that's the gas station, right? All the other suites are empty at the moment. Nothing has been started yet. No one is starting any construction. No one is doing any form of building. All power and gas and water is off in all three suites that's available, right? So there shouldn't be a bill as far as usage consumption. So they're gonna check into that. We just acquired this space about a month now, so there's no way we could have used that much for it to be disconnected. It was actually a disconnection notice from the power company. So we called up, and it's not in our name. We haven't even set up the account yet, so we have to set up our account. It's not even in our name, so that they're gonna have to figure that out to see where, you know, why Jackson is charging them that. It could be some kind of initial setup fee or whatever. I don't know what that is, but it's not ours. So I just came to confirm the meter number and to figure out what's going on. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and apply for the service for this location. I could have done it yesterday, but I wanted to reach out to the owners first to let them know what I'm doing. So sometimes before the day end, I'm gonna call the power company and set up our own account with our own meter and everything. We are gonna need power, so once they start working, we are gonna need power inside the space so that they could start, you know, doing electrical stuff. They could start plug stuff in if they need to charge, stuff like that. So we are going to be turning the power on shortly, in another month or so. I'll schedule it for them to turn it on. We may not physically put power into the building, but we'll get our meters and everything set up on that end for them to come out and connect it. As soon as I speak to the plumber, I'll figure out what pipes goes to where, so we could get our meters put in, our water meter put in. Same thing with the gas. I'm gonna call the gas company for them to come and install their gas meter. Currently there's no gas meter there, so I guess we have to apply to get one put in. As far as the gas meter, the gas company is responsible for that. They're gonna install their meter, and then as far as our lines, we'll be responsible for the lines that run from that side, comes all the way back over to our building. So he just texted me, said he's 12 minutes away. So yeah, you know, when building these places, just a lot of back and forth, as I was saying, a lot of back and forth. You be coming here. If I had another contractor coming today, I would have gone and came back to meet another one. It's just that everybody, their scheduling and all this, they're all over the place working. So it's, you know, you gotta be patient and wait on them to come out and meet, because they're out there working, guys. It's not like they just sitting around not doing nothing. Some companies that are big, the owners are not actually out there. You know what I'm saying? If it's a big company, they have workers, they have people who come out and give estimates for these and stuff like that. However, I can't use a big company because I don't have the money to spend like that. You know, we're using smaller mom and pop companies and private contractors who do the work themselves. That's who we use when building these places. If you're gonna use all company to build these places, you might not be able to do it, because it's gonna be so much money to get it done, you know. So you have to use smaller mom and pop contractors. You know, some of these contractors, they don't even have staff. They are the worker, you know. They are the one who's coming out and getting the job done, you know. So, you know, if we, it is what it is. If we had the money or we had some big bank loan, then we could, you know, go with a big company and whatever they say just pays for it, you know. Even then I wouldn't do that, because in doing that, it's like you spend the money and get all that work done, and then you pay, it's overpriced. So in other words, you're there paying on a loan. Let's just say you're paying on a $300,000 loan. So your monthly is way higher than if you were paying on 100 and something thousand, or, you know, 200,000. You know, you'll be paying less monthly. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends on you know, what you can afford, you know, and the type of business you're gonna be running. Are you gonna be making that amount of money to make the payment on a $300,000 loan versus a 200 or 100,000? You know, you have to figure all of that out before you start. You know what I'm saying? To see what you could handle or not. If you have a budget, you're gonna have to shop around and try and get better prices, you know? So yeah, I'm just here. He said about 12 minutes, so maybe around 5 more minutes to go before he gets here. We're just hanging out till he gets here. I still didn't bring the ladder. I thought I was late, so I didn't stop by the salon and pick up a ladder. Yeah. So yeah, guys, it is what it is, you know. It is what it is. Yeah, so let's hope. I've seen the work on this guy's work. Let's hope he could give me a deal and work with the budget I'm having. I know it's kind of tight. My budget is real small. I have somebody else who can get it done for that price. I don't know the quality of the other guy's work though, because I've never seen him or anything he's doing. But this particular guy who's coming, we actually saw his work. So I was passing by one day and I saw them putting in a grease trap, and I pulled right in and checked there, and the guy, the worker who was there, he took me inside and showed me all what's being done. He showed me all the whatever he's gonna do here. I saw him doing it over there, and I think that the quality of work, the way they cut it, they're neat. Everything is, you know, the grease trap. He told me they actually put the grease trap in a day. They didn't cover it, seal it, but as far as digging the hole and all of that, they had dig the hole, and then once they dig the hole, they had got it inspected. So once you dig the hole, put the gravel in and all of that, they come and inspect it. The county comes and inspect it. So once they inspect it, then you could come back in and put the grease trap in. So he told me that they just took one night or one evening and just put the grease trap in. They dig the hole prior to that, got it inspected, but when I got there, the plumbing was hooked up for the grease trap. The grease trap was in, everything. And he said that they did that between yesterday and today when I saw it, you know, and the day when I saw it. So that's pretty, they work pretty fast. He told me all that stuff in there is probably like 2 weeks worth of work. They're on their second week. So I think they, based on what I saw, they were moving, you know, very fast, based on the time he told me he started. So, you know, they had all the holes cut for the drain, the floor drain and all of that. They had all of that cut. So, you know, he told me that they could, you know, get it done. It's just a matter of price now. I don't know if I'm able to manage the cost to get this done, what they're charging. If, you know, if I can't manage it, then I have no choice. I'll use the other guy. He gave me a good price also. It's just that I saw these guys work versus the other guy work. I don't know. So yeah, I'm just here waiting. I'm gonna check back in once I talk to him. I'll check back in and tell you what he says pretty much. But I'm here waiting on him. Alright guys, so I'm there, reach back home, met with the plumber. Real cool guy. Still haven't decided if we're gonna go, who we're gonna go with yet. He's gonna do up a proper invoice for us and everything, and then we'll go from there. He doesn't do gas pipes, so I would have to get somebody else to do the gas pipe, but he could take care of everything else in terms of grease trap. He could take care of grease trap. He could take care of all of our interior plumbing for us. So we spoke a little bit about pricing is reasonable and everything, so he's just gonna get a invoice to us right now. No, this is the second plumber that I have that I could agree with, in terms of getting it done. There's another guy who gave us a quote, price is good, everything, however his invoicing situation is not together. He still hasn't sent me a proper invoice for me to work with a breakdown of everything. Guys, when you're doing these things, make sure these guys are giving you proper quotes on paper. When they bid for it, make sure they give you a proper quote with all the breakdown, not an invoice. Invoice is when you're gonna pay and you get your receipt invoice. But if they're giving you a quote, make sure it's on paper with everything that they're gonna do. So have them itemize every single section of it and make sure it's on it. So if they're gonna do grease trap, make sure it's on there with the price. If they're gonna do the plumbing, make sure it's on there on the price. If they're gonna cut the floors, make they put it on there. If they're gonna re-cement the floors, make sure they put it on there. That way, if there's any issue, you don't have to worry about them saying that, oh, we didn't speak about that. It's funny how everybody agrees to everything, they could do it, but then when it gets down to when they're actually doing the job, we never spoke about that. All of a sudden they got amnesia or something. So make sure you got everything on paper, guys, when it comes to these things, just to cover yourself. We only get to do this once. We can't be doing it and then paying out part of the money and then we got pay somebody else to finish it up. It gets expensive if we do something like that. So if we keep doing it like that, so make sure everything has to be documented and on paper. Make sure, I can't stress that enough. If you don't do that, then you might be in problems. You know, sometimes it works out and you could, you know, get along with somebody that didn't provide the necessary paperwork. You give them cash. You may have known this person before and you could do it that way. But when you don't know anyone and you're using them for the first time and you can't, you know what I'm saying, make sure you get everything in, you know, on paper, in writing, or printed, you know what I'm saying. So anyhow, I'm here, we back at the house. I'm getting something to eat. May I make some, wanna know about boiled corn? Caribbean people know about boiled corn, but we'll make some boiled corn and then we go do some fried chicken. Remember, I don't eat meat, I don't eat chicken, but I'm just gonna fry a few pieces I have it seasoned up here. I'm just gonna fry a few pieces, test it out. You know, I'm gonna have somebody else test those. But yeah, I'll fry up some chicken. I'm gonna eat boiled corn. I'm gonna have some mangoes in the fridge. I'm gonna eat some mangoes for lunch with 2 mango and 2 corn. I think I have a potato somewhere about. Oh, I have some broccoli. I'm gonna just stir fry up some broccoli again, with maybe a piece of fish. So I have a lot of stuff I could eat. Corn with some stir fry broccoli and fish. I'll not eat the potato today. But yeah, we're dip on it. I'll cook this up real quick and see if we can cut the lawn later if it cools down. It's kind of hot outside. I ain't gonna cut no lawn right now. Or change the oil in the truck. But yeah. Yeah, so today is somewhat of a productive day. I reached out. I'm gonna see if I could get in contact with the gas company. It's 2:30 now, so not the gas company, the power company, and set up the apply for the power for this location, just to get not confused with, you know, the other billing situation. I'm gonna set up a new account over there in my name. All right. So yeah, let me go figure that out and we'll call them. Sometimes we're gonna hold for a while, so let me go call them real quick and set that up. Alright, I'm gonna check back in when the food is done too. Alright guys, so this is how we do with the cooking. We got some fried chicken right there and 2 more pieces in the pot. I make some noodles, some boiled corn right there, and we have some noodles with shrimp in it, and then with fried chicken. Check out the fried chicken. I eat that. And when I eat that, and then I go and edit some video. I have one yesterday's video starting to upload. And yesterday I go and watch Sunrise Boss on YouTube. Yeah, and then I edit my video at the same time.
I sweat. We don't know how to do it. We throw the rubbish one place and then we just light it whenever we want to light it. You know
69%.
Yeah man, I real life. Somebody do it in the countryside. So we just go through.
69% uploaded. Yeah, so let's go and do some cooking. Once I done cook, I go eat. And then it's real hot outside, so I'm not mess with the lawn today. I ain't gonna cut no lawn today. It's hot out here. It's hot. Yeah. Would if I either cut the lawn early in the morning or late evening. I'd rather do it early in the morning, to be honest. I'll cut it early in the morning. So maybe tomorrow morning I'll get up and cook and cut it. And then later on tonight I'll see, I might drain the oil in the truck later, or maybe in the morning I'll get up early and drain it and then cut the lawn. Yeah. But yeah guys, I'm just here. It's a Friday. We chilling. I met with the plumber guy already. I'm about to go. Oh, I gotta go send them the plans. So I'm gonna do that right now. And then see, there's another plumber guy right there too. He's going back there. There's quite a bit of them I could choose from. So the only thing is, this guy that I just met, I saw his work. I was, you know, swinging by and I saw his work, so I'd rather go with that guy. These guys, they live back there, but I never seen them work before, so it's kind of hard, you know. Worse, it's a grease trap. Not all of them does grease trap. So with these plumbers, I've seen them put it in. So because I've seen it, those are the guys I want to use. Yeah. But yeah, I'm here. I'm gonna go check on my chicken, and then after that, I'm gonna eat.